Hi everyone, I'm Anna Peters, Samvia ArTeam member, here to share with you one of the 4 foundations that we're working with Upstyling. This is going to be our softest foundation we're working with, and it's the Twist. This one can move all across the head, but it's going to give you some fullness to your shape, as well as a really soft amount of strength. So this one you don't want to use for those people with mass amounts of hair that you're trying to hold up. This is going to be a much more delicate foundation that you would reach for. So let's get started. All right, so before I start the look, I wanted to just get a little bit of texture in the hair. So really, I didn't try that hard. I just grabbed the 2-in-1 Marcel iron from Samvia and just went in grabbing random pieces and just giving it a really lazy kind of curl. Sometimes we don't need to do a full set. Just go in and get a little bit of texture and movement in the hair. So now that we have all the texture in the hair, we're gonna take a 2-inch section of hair and we're gonna do a 3-strand braid. But before we do that, we wanna get our body position correct. So moving to the side of the head where we want our braid to move to. So in this case, our braid is going to be going across the twist. So I need to stand on this side, so I'm braiding in that direction. That way we don't get any bubbles or buckling of the hair. So we're going to create just a very loose 3-strand braid. So the braid is moving in the direction that we want it to live in. Once we're done with that, go ahead and just secure that with an elastic. And now we're going to pull and blouse the bottom row of the 3-strand braid. So really just kind of using your fingers to just create a nice frothy blousing of that braid. Now this is going to move right on top of that twist. And you can see how using the twist as our anchor, the core, the strength is where we're gonna pin into, but we have the beauty of the twist and the fullness that it's gonna complement our look. So placing that right on top, I'm gonna take my pins and I'm going to pin directly into the center of my braid, moving it diagonally down into that twist. Get one more pin. So down right into the center of that braid and right into the twist. So once we get to these ends that are sticking out, we're gonna just kind of tuck those down into our style and then just make sure they're covered and you can pin right on top of that. Sliding those pins right down into our twist. Now, here's our ends. Don't worry, we're gonna be covering up that area as well. So if you see a little bit of something that you're not too fond of, this is now going to lay right on top of that. So here we have our heavy side of her part. We're gonna take all this hair and we're gonna do the same thing. We're just going to be moving a very loose 3-strand braid up and over that twist that we created. So what do? We need to stand on the opposite direction. So I'm gonna move over here. And I'm going to start my braid, moving it towards me and the direction I want it to lay. Just a nice, loose 3-strand braid. And this time, after we secure it, we're gonna be pinching and pulling the hair from the top instead of the bottom. So secure those ends. And now we're going to pinch and pull from the top, blousing that out. See if you like how that looks before pinning. Just using your fingers to kind of really make some large volume there. So now, going in with our pins, we're going to pin right down into that twist, giving us that soft amount of strength for this really soft look that we're creating. Again, just tucking those ends right underneath. Again, just tucking those ends right underneath here, right down into our braid, and then securing that with one more pin. And you can feel the strength as you slide those pins down into that twist. All right, so here we have the final look with the two braids now covering the twist as our foundation. We chose that foundation because it was so soft. We are not adding a lot of hair onto this. So maybe if you had somebody with more hair, you choose a stronger foundation like the braid. But in this case, we use the twist, full softness that we got from that foundation. And as you can see, this just goes all around the head. That braid continues on both sides. And even if you'd like, you could create a little bit more volume through this crown area. Nothing is anchoring that down. So you could go in and just kind of pull that up if you'd like, and to create a little bit more texture and volume through there. Here we are, our nice, soft, romantic half-up style using the twist as our foundation. I'm Anna Peters, Sanvia Art Team. Thank you so much for watching.